Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with your Hollywoke hot take. Sesame Street sells its soul to the Great Reset from Breitbart. Um, it has teamed up, according to the article on Breitbart, with the World Economic Forum to make a series of, they got brainwashing crossed out, educating children about the vital importance, series of videos educating slash brainwashing the children about the vital importance of learning to live with the new normal. Isn't that the creepiest thing you've ever heard? The new normal. Wearing masks, maintaining 6 feet social distancing, gratefully accepting their vaccine shots, getting used to not playing with friends in person, but just meeting them virtually on the screen. You know, Isaac Asimov has this story. It's about this detective trying to solve a murder on a planet. And on this planet, it doesn't have a very big population. It literally only has, I think, a few hundred people. And they live on these vast plantations. And they're all by themselves. Each person is in their own house. And they have a hologram where they interact with people. And that's how they talk. They talk to people all the time, but it's hologram. And it's considered the height of a breach of etiquette to be even in the same room with somebody. It's just too disgusting for them. They can't even take it. So this detective has to go to this planet because they believe someone's been murdered, and he has to question these people, but they don't want to meet him in person. Like it's considered just, oh my God, are you kidding? In the same room? So that's what this immediately reminded me of. This idea that we're going to teach children, oh yeah, this is perfectly normal. You know, you don't actually meet your friends in person. You see them online. Are you kidding? Do you know what's coming in terms of the future, in terms of technology? We're talking about AIs that can talk to you via FaceTime with faces created in the computer. So, you know, how would you even know the difference between your friend you met online and someone who's just pretending to be your friend, just saying all the things, or an AI? You know, I already do that on text on some of these dating sites, and you know, every once in a while, most of the AIs aren't that sophisticated, but they're getting better. They are getting better. You know, a lot of them are just scammers from other country, and you can immediately tell because of their bad grammar or their weird phrasing of certain things. But you know, the technology is getting better and better and better. Why are you teaching children this? This is insane. On a World Economic Forum podcast called The Great Reset, Resetting Education with Sesame Street, the blue Sesame Street puppet Grover tells his impressionable young listeners, "At first it was hard when nobody could go to school, and I could not visit my friends like Elmo. Oh, well, even Oscar the Grouch. But then we learned to have video playtime. It was a lot of fun and made me feel better." That's my Grover. It's not a bad Grover. I think I could do Grover. Yeah. Uh, I know a thing or two about resetting. I reset my alarm clock every morning. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, this is creepy. This is creepy. I would say to your children, don't ever watch this. And, you know, along with everything else they seem to have ruined on television, they're ruining Sesame Street. They finally got you, Sesame Street. I was pulling for you. I grew up on Sesame Street. I loved it. You know, I watched Sesame Street long after it was embarrassing to watch Sesame Street. I would come home from school every day and watch it. I was just entertained by the puppets and the various songs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know, and they had some great bits. They were funny. Now, really, you're going to teach children just stay in your little cubicle. See my little cubicle? Mine's more of a self-imposed cubicle, but we won't get into my life. And keep in mind, I'm a writer, and I love to sit here in front of my computer all day long. But for most normal people, and for my entire life, my family's always been saying to me, "You go outside, play with your friends, go meet people. Why are you sitting here? Why are you reading books? Why are you watching TV? Why are you on your computer?" Now they're saying, "Get on your computer. Don't go outside. Stay away from people." That's a terrible, terrible lesson to teach your children. Um, People are human beings. They cannot live like this. You are creating, if this goes through, I don't think this will stay. Maybe a handful of people will keep doing this, but I think you're creating a situation in which there's going to be a powder keg of people who just tear apart the system. I mean, you think Antifa is bad now? Coop those idiots up under these conditions, you're not going to be able to settle them in. I don't think you will. I don't think this stuff is that sophisticated yet. And at some point, they're going to break, man. You're going to break these people, and not in a good way. He then adds, resetting the entire world. That's a very big job. Yeah, it is. And good luck with that. I'll be in the resistance of resetting the world. F you. I'm not going to reset. But, you know, I'm 54. So those of us of this age, well, we only got a few years left in us before, you know, our goal should be to teach the next generation to not accept this. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to keep the people you know from succumbing to this. That this is not the new normal. This is the new abnormal. This is a push by people in power to, I don't know, I guess put people in little cubicles where they'll work and get a little bit of food and a little bit of entertainment. And, you know, the people like Gavin Newsom, oh, he gets to go to a fancy French restaurant. Doesn't even bring a mask. Oh, he meets with his friends. I wonder what the little people are doing. Oh, they're sitting in their rooms, talking to people on FaceTime. Oh my, don't worry about the beer virus. They're laughing at you. They're laughing at you. Don't let them laugh at you. Don't buy into this stuff. And definitely don't teach your children this stuff. You teach your children to wash their hands. You teach your children, listen, people are freaked out. You're going to have to go along with this program until we can get past it, but that's about all. Oh man, there's more of this? Jesus. At no point, obviously, does either Grover, the blue sock puppet, they call him, or his handler, Sherry Weston, president of social impact and philanthropy at Sesame Workshop, raise the possibility that the world might actually need or want a great reset. Its importance is a given. Yeah, that's what's very creepy about this. On a separate video, one of a series, Grover encourages young children to wear a mask and maintain 6-foot social distance in public. Again, neither Grover nor his sinister controllers at the nonprofit Sesame Street Workshop appear to be aware that these are deeply contentious positions that many parents may be strongly opposed to their children wearing masks and highly skeptical about the need for them to maintain 6 feet of social distancing. Caring for each other because we are all in this together, says Grover. I love communism. That last part was big. On a separate video, Elmo is shown going to the doctors, getting a vaccine shot. The World Economic Forum Sesame Street website explains that this is, quote, helps a parent reassure a child why this is so important and why it's okay. Some of us are old enough to remember an era when this kind of blatant propaganda came only from countries behind the Iron Curtain, and when we in the West treated it with the appropriate scorn and horror. This won't be the case in the Great Reset gets its way. It will become the new normal. And this is from James Dellingpool on Breitbart. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think they're going to get away with this. I they're pushing this. It's what they do, right? They come up with these wacky plans and they try to push them. And if they take, all right, now we're going to make some money. If they don't, they go, oh, come on, damn it. All right, what's the next thing? You know, so even if it lasts for 10 years and they sell us all this PPE and hand sanitizer and, you know, things for your FaceTime screen and on and on and on, they sell you a bunch of stuff. Hey, if we had a good run. We made some good money. Yeah, they're not going to be affected because they'll still be going to French restaurants. They'll still have a normal life with normal kids, and you know, they'll get to go to parks and play with people. Not in parks you get to go to, mind you. Yeah, these are different parks. These are, oh, no. Yeah. And when they, you know, when their kids will slowly start to figure out the scam too, right? Like, well, I saw the videos in school that said, you know, we are in this great reset. We should be wearing masks. Oh, no, we don't have to wear the mask. No. Yeah, we're okay. We're tested, and yeah, most of these people are fine. And then of course, like, because they're such hypocrites, something goes wrong. Maybe somebody gets the beer virus, and then they have to explain. Well, you know. And slowly it dawns on the kid that their parents are hypocrites, and that's why their kids, the kids of the rich, you know, they spiral down into drugs and alcohol because they realize it's all a scam. And what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Tell their parents to go F themselves and give up all that money? No. At first they think they can bridge the gap, and you know, then they try to bring their parents over the side of goods, and oh, you just don't understand. When you're older, you'll understand. And then they get older and they realize, yeah, I'm too used to that life. I can't give up that money. I can't give up that money. To make it right, I have to give up the money. And I tried. I tried a bunch of times. And every time, they threaten the money. And I know what's coming if I step out of line. So I won't. And thus, it continues.